Hello everyone. Mrs. Gigi here, and yes, what have I got? Um, it's just a little start, but it is a start. That's how I feel. And for those wondering, this you might have seen it last week. This will be my altered book that I will use throughout December, creating a December daily. But what I have here are one container of Christmas stuff to use in a journal. I haven't had this down from the shelf, I would say almost exactly a year ago. And I need to look through it because you know, we'll start with this and see where to start with all of the things. Hello, Heavenly. Thank you for being here. Hello, Brad. Thank you for being here. It's lovely to have you both here. Look at this yumminess. This is what I have collected in making, I don't even know how many Christmas related junk journals or Christmas related crafting so far. But we will look through this one in particular because I need to see. I do not remember, even though I would love to. But I will put this aside for quite a little bit and see. So let's look into this, and I will just adjust the whole thing here. And of course, there's a whole lot going on, but you know, I have no clue. Probably magazine kind of things and whatever kind of things, really. So I need to look into it properly before doing anything. So we'll do that together with you. So, what do we have? I haven't decided on what exactly to do with the altered book. Apparently, there are some stickers. I rarely use those kind of things, but this year might be the year. These are some cute little sacks of some sort. Napkins, always nice to use. Bits and pieces from these would be Tsunami Rose Digitals, I would say. There's all sorts of things, random clip bits and whatever news. This is from magazine. Playing card, apparently. Some sort of something, some ornaments, but I don't know for how long I've had them. Napkin piece. As you can see, all of these things will not be used, but I will definitely try to use up some of them. Digitals, all kinds of. Let's see these. Oh, these are names. Snowman, mail. I don't know where these comes from. From a digital, that's for sure, but I don't know whose it is, unfortunately. Oh, I remember this. I think it was last year, but some sort of something. There are so many fun things in here. And of course, you already know that I love Christmas, so it will be an easy thing to me to use up all of these things. If I have the time, that is. Look at these cuties. This one I've made myself, or at least the beginning of some tickets. Some Advent stars that we have here in Sweden in the windows, because it's totally dark outside, so it's kind of cute to have things like that to lighten up the darkness throughout this season. Apparently some freebie line dot arrow, and I've collected all of these throughout the years, so I'm not sure when and where, where I've got them all. And then it's magazine clip things too, so yeah, I don't know. That's something I've made myself. All kinds. There are apparently like clippings, magazine. Oh, this one is kind of cute. A little gnome Santa, pearl beading. This is from a wrapping paper, traditional wrapping paper here in Sweden. This was black and white Christmassy things, and some smaller bits and pieces down here at the bottom. So apparently more stickers. Rarely use those. I would say that I will kind of do a basic type situation here and then go with whatever random throughout. Line dot arrow digitals. I think I used those last year. And I don't know if you're one of those that you save up on these kinds of things. Another sticker pack. Traditional wrapping paper from Sweden. This is actually from a gift from last year. So Santa for us is looking like that, like a traditional Nordic Santa, and not the, to me, typical American one. Some napkins, Christmas related. And another of these traditional, back in the day, and I would say like 16th century, 17th century, something like that. Santa was this little guy, almost like a little gnome, more than the traditional Santa with red clothing on them. So, looking like that. So that was our like traditional Santa back in the day in Sweden. In the beginning it was, or at least they believed it was like Santa or this little gnome looking after the farmhouses, like the old farmhouses, and all the animals, while the humans had celebrating going on inside. So this must be like the Anna Thompson design 2 years ago. And I don't know if I have some sort of link or anything, but here it is. Some bits and pieces that I've already used, but it's a digital thing. So these will be used this year. And I don't know if it's like the Nordic design type feeling that I felt, you know, being, this is kind of a Nordic or more German looking Santa to me, maybe. Some fabric pieces. And yes, this one, I don't know where that is. It's a scrapbook paper piece. And this one from the local post office. Just an ad. So I felt, you know, you'll never know. We'll just save up on all bits and pieces. So that was it in there. I will have to look further into all the pages because it's going to be an altered book. We'll never know what you need. You have to kind of, or at least part of the pages have to be covered. So put all the bits and pieces in here again. So we will look through even more things. We have this one, the little container here again. Wrapping paper. To me, this is a modern wrapping paper. I don't know if it's a thing here in Sweden, but I don't know, some trees, just random. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we have some different type fabric pieces. Might be using that. Oh, this is a sock. What's in here? I have no clue. Just scrap pieces, is it? Oh yeah, I would say it's just scrap pieces of some sort of fabric. Maybe I'll use that. This is a tablecloth kind of thing that I remember putting it here. I think it was 2 years ago. These are some paper pieces. It was an advent calendar, per bleeding. All, you know, all the days up until the 24th. The 24th is the day where we celebrate Christmas here in Sweden. So Christmas Eve is the day to celebrate it here. And for me, I saved it because I wanted to cut these out. All of the numbers. That will probably be it for this year. So we have more numbers here. More numbers and more papers. This, I don't know. So sorry for that, but I needed to actually cough a little bit. So yet again, another of those colds coming up. Let's see. This one. Old. Yeah, it's digital really it's a freebie from the Netherlands. I love the fabric. It is beautiful. So now the fun part of it begins with these. Looking through all different kinds of paper. These might be cut out. I think I've used one paper like this before. Green on the backside. So with an altered book, as this is scrapbook paper, I will use some of it, not all, because it's going to be really, really heavy and thick, and I don't like that. So we'll see. Probably some of these will be used. Let's look into this one. Victoria's Designs. Let's see. Oh, this is, to me, both Christmas and not, I would say. Because I think I've used up all the typical Christmas colors. Kind of, anyways. This might be kind of cute to use. This is, yet again, I don't know, where is this coming from? Is it Stamperia paper? I think it is. Beautiful. It's a pad that I had from before. I've used it like several years, and these are the paper pieces that I have left. This is another of the things, holiday style, and I've had these papers for I don't even know how long, so I don't know if they are available. It could have been like 15 years ago or something. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. So I've just stacked a whole bunch of papers that I might use. Oh, thank you so much, Teresa. It was beautiful to finally be able to use the journal that I've been making. Did we? Oh, yeah, it was September, October, and then we actually used it in November. Couple of more pages. But this is the Stamperia paper too. Oh, sorry. As I said, it's going to be, not sure, altered book. This to me might be something. It could be Christmas, but it's more snow to me, maybe. Double-sided. Oh, this is a nice one. Merry Christmas to all and to all good night. Oh, the list. Have you been nice or naughty? Dear Christmas, my name is blank and I am blank years old. Apparently a Teresa Collins design from however many years ago, I have no clue. Cream. Yet again, Stemperia paper. I have some gingerbreads on here. And then there were some bits and pieces. This is something else. Yeah, and this was the pad that I had. Just a couple of others. More, it is Christmas related, but it's also more into woodlands. Christmassy. So looking like this. So these will be papers used throughout. So remember making a woodland Christmas inspired a couple of years ago. So bits and pieces left from that. Antonio makes, I think these are yet again a couple of years back, so I don't know if they are available. And Recreations by Brooke. This was apparently a freebie from 2022. And this again, some woodland, and I've taken parts of it out of the actual, not using all of it. They would probably be like that this year too, just using some of it. And eventually I will use this one up. As you all know, eventually everything will happen. Christmas card that I can use. Hello, Angel Rose Designs. Nice cards. The thing is, I don't know about Christmas cards. I actually thought about it, but the thing is, here in Sweden, people usually send digital cards, if any. The post office actually have a little bit of a ad situation going on where you can send like a lot of cards in one pack for a specific amount of a specific amount, but it is really not a thing that we do in Sweden anymore, send Christmas cards. And it's it's a little bit sad, I would say, but I've seen that it's kind of coming back. But the last 10 years, maybe, people haven't really sent any Christmas cards, like, the regular, cards. So, yeah, the people that don't really do that anymore. Yeah, the Winterwood lens, I love that. It's meant to be cards, but I haven't used it like that. These are just for me to cut out you know, bit gnomes, and you know, it's an odd little thing. As well as these, so I can look through these with Santas and reindeers and whatever. So there is a lot of these things. And let's look into this one. What is this? Oh, this is some sort of digital. I remember I thought I was going to make a journal out of those, but then my printer didn't want to be. Let's look into those. Those, if they are not, I think I printed these ones, like, I wouldn't say, maybe 6 years ago or something. And I unfortunately don't know where it's from. I was going to create a journal with them. And I don't know if I can look up wherever they came from. It's a digital, as you can see. But and then they had these pocket type things. I don't know who made these. Unfortunately. Let's see, this one is kind of nice. I don't know about the design. I will have to figure it out because it's way too big to put in the journal that I'm trying to make, or you know, picture or a piece like this would be, but this one is way too big. And or is it like that? Or maybe it's like having a whole, I don't know. We will have to figure it out together. That's what it is. We'll put this up at the top of it so I can use it, because I know that I won't if it will be in the back laying like, you know, that one. I've used some of it. This is some sort of journaling card. This will be up on top, and here it's where my printer didn't want to print red anymore, so it became more pink purplish. Apparently some small little envelope. 2021 it was. Some magazine or some little thingies. There are small bits and bobs, no, scrap bits literally here at the back. So, and this too, you'll never know when you need that. I kind of feel, let's look into it. The first, for those that were with me, I think it was Friday when I created my Lady in Hats together with Create with Becca. I talked about wanting to sew on here. I still do. But I don't know how. The Christmas box, that's just the tiniest amount of what I have. I have a huge box up on top of my, you know, the shelving unit that I have. I know for a fact that I have enough, that I've already shown you of all of those things. I do have enough to create a whole journal and a lot more. So I don't know if I will take the big box down, because that contains of a whole bunch of whatever Christmas related things. But for now and for this one, I was thinking about, I just made something. It's jul, Jul. That's Christmas in Swedish. Just did that for fun. But I think that I'm going for something totally different. And let's see. I was actually thinking about those things back here. And where do we have them? These. So which one do we want to use? A dating recipe journal. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun. Let's look into this one. I was thinking either this or this one, but I'm actually going for this one, I think. I'm gonna cut it out. Just let's do it like this for now. And work, it's a whole story of its own. I love it being back, of course, working full time and doing these type of things. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time in the craft room anymore. And yes, that's just how it is. Me surviving on 1 day a week, or maybe 2 days a week, crafting together with Create with Becca. But I definitely feel sometimes I need more than that little bit of crafting time. Cutting out a circular thing isn't easy. That might be kind of nice. And I don't know about this circular. I will have to figure that one out. Kind of. Let's look into the fabric pieces. I feel like I want to have some sort of fabric piece on here as a background of some sort. And let's see. I would say red. Of these, I don't know. Maybe this golden thing would be kind of nice just to have a tiny piece with the green. In that case, let's see. And then I will look into that this weekend. So with white thread on the edge here. To be totally honest with you, I don't know how, but it will work in the end. Hello, Beth. Do we want to cover it all, or like this little piece? Maybe I feel like I want to put all kinds of material on here. And maybe some red in the background. see. I don't want to cover it too much though. That's the thing. I want to have the green, you know, so let's see. I do like the combination of this and maybe, so I'm gonna fold this one in. And there, putting some sort of something on here. They will be just a little bit bigger, maybe with the red. Let's just do it. Let's try it out. I will see where to cut it up. To cut it up, am I going with the? Let's see if we can. I will. I'm not too sure. But the edge there, I'm thinking just a tiny bit. It's this, you know, with fabric. As I've been cutting a whole bunch of papers with this, I'm not too sure if that will be not a thing really, is it? We will do with the fabric scissors first and then try it out later on. So thick a piece of fabric, so I will just cut it. Because this piece of yellow fabric will be smaller. Let's see. Just kind of, you know, me eyeballing things. This, oh yeah, this way around you can tear it. That's beautiful sound, isn't it? Like that. Makes the whole thing easier. So, red. Or maybe this way around. And then the yellow. Smaller, of course, which means, let's see. What to do. We'll do this way first. And I would say like that, maybe. Some sort like that, you know, it will be. I wish I could, you know, I would love to slow stitch it. I don't know if I have time, but I would love to slow stitch, and unfortunately not slow stitch it to the cover because that won't be possible. But I will slow stitch the whole thing together and then glue it on and then stitch these kinds of whatever I'm thinking of that will eventually just grow. And that will be on the actual cover. So like that, and then some sort of plate here. I will just do a tiny bit of glue so I kind of remember how I want these placed. Just the tiniest. And then these will be probably cut off. It will be like that. And this one will be wrapped. And it will be sewn with, what are we thinking? I'm thinking out loud. You say red thread. I'm thinking white thread, and hopefully I have my golden thread somewhere there where I can find it. White on here, or like thicker. I was thinking about embroidery floss first, but I'm actually thinking more yarn like, and slow stitched with maybe some sort, if I have the right. The thing is, I don't have too many red thread pieces left, and I don't know if I have the time to go to the store and buy some. That's the thing. I'm thinking like that, and then let's see, we'll just do a little kind of thing. You all know it won't be looking like this, but I'll just have to try. If, let's think, it will not be white. No, I will have to figure it out, but I'll just do a thing here. It will be way thicker of paper piece, but I want to see the kind of aged thing here that I'm looking for. So I'm thinking some sort of this, let's see. With another type, I haven't thought it through yet, as you can see, but something like that. And maybe writing in Swedish. But then again, way thicker of a thing. Then maybe just 24, something like that. Or like whatever on here with white thread. It's English there, so I'm not too sure about the Swede. It might say journal in English. And then last time I was looking into this for the spine. It might be, I kind of like this, but I'm not too sure about the color. About the colors, it's light mint green, so I might dye that into some sort of other color depending on Now I'm thinking this flappy bit, do I want to save that and have it more like this? Maybe even save up on these flappy bits like this if I just have these tiny bits hanging there, making the whole red, let's see, making the whole red thing show a tiny bit more. Even more. So that will be shown. I think that will be it. If I have the right thread, the red thread, it will definitely be on here. So that is one thing that we will have to look into. We'll put this aside just as it is, and just like this. And look into what on earth am I thinking with having this thick of a book cover. Coffee in the Christmas mug. I have coffee here. Let's just take a little sip. And debating with myself if I want to poke some holes all the way around here. Let's see. We will try it. In the event this is horrible, you know, we can always cover it up somehow. Because I was actually thinking, you can all see that I'm doing this with some white pen. I was actually thinking of sewing it with this white thicker thread. So let's see, I will have to, this is whole thing. Like that, but sewn. What do you think? Or leave it like that, doing a blanket stitch. Let's make it a thicker line and think about it again. Or no, I have decided now. I'm gonna fill it in with what, and have another piece of, you know, this is how my brain works. Have another piece of thread, not white, I would say, because this won't show too much. Let's see. It is more bluish white than anything, so I will probably just go over it with the white acrylics, but you know, like the actual paint. But I just want to see how it looks now. If it is how it looks in my brain, that's what we are finding out in just a little bit. So I will just go like this. and going all the way around. So let's see how it looks with all the fabric bits and pieces, because it might be too covered. And if so, I don't know if I will go with the thing. That one was way smaller than the other ones. Let's make it bigger. And yes, I can already see we will definitely go over it with some white acrylic paint. Let's see. Like that. Imagining it with some embroidery type situation here. And where do we have it? On the other side of the room, I think. So let's see. I will just have to get it out, and I'm not too sure if I will use embroidery floss, but we have a whole bunch of colors. As you all know, I have that one. Not too many reds. That's why I'm debating with myself. Definitely not this one. This is not to me a Christmas color. I've kind of already used them up. That's why. That is not a Christmas color to me. That is more purplish red. I'm not too sure. I don't like what I see in terms of red. No, I don't like it at all. And in terms of white, I know that I don't have any of these, but I have yarn, and that is thicker. I can, look into this. This is more yellowish, and this is more into bluish white. Definitely none of the red ones. That is no. Go with hello, Selena. Let's see. Thinking this one. Pure white it is. Is that what we want? Looking like this. Sewing it on the edge a little bit all over this. And what are we thinking here? We don't have any other are we going with a totally different, not at all inspired? I don't know. In that case, if green, I would go with this. To me, I don't even know if the right color, but it's moss green, or maybe this one. If I would have known that I didn't have the to me right red type color, I would have of course ordered. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll look into that one too. Is this better? This is a little bit more yellowish white then, and that is blue. I'm not too sure which one I like more. To go a little bit more yellowish white to me is more vintage. That might be it for this year. And are we going to add blue? Blue might be nice. And I'm crazy. I know it might be so strange to some of you. And what are we going for in terms of blue? We going that direction or darker? Definitely not turquoisey blue or like really dark. What do you think? What do we think? To me, I might go this blue or that one. Or maybe both. Glitter on the edges. Oh, yes, yes, yes. There will be definitely some glitter on the edges. I feel it now that I need the red, but unfortunately we don't have it. So I will kind of have to figure that one out. To me, I would actually go with all four of these. Definitely. do we have the red? No, it's not here. You know, it's all spread all over. That's the thing. I do have this dark green. It's no, I like that one more. It is definitely spread all over all of these things. Unfortunately, no red in sight. Go like that. So, do you have any suggestions? If you have any suggestions, I have in terms of some sort of something going on. I don't know if it's visible, but this is literally glittery. Was thinking about putting that one on somewhere. I will definitely use this in the journal. No, it's not glittery enough for you to see, maybe, but I like this. I've used this several times before in a Christmas journal. And then some gold will be used. Let's see. I will just add with the marker some gold edge, and I will do this again because I will go with some acrylic paint, white acrylic paint, but I will just have to look into how it looks, and I already like it with the green. So that to me, and I was thinking some sort of gold or white thread. All of these. This journal, I can already feel it. It's gonna be a whole bunch of things going on. I kind of like the edging like this, and of course it's gonna be whiter. Yes, we will just start with the white because it's gonna take a little time to dry, so no time wasted, but start with it. I do have red yarn. The thing is, I don't have the right Christmas color yet, red yarn. I've already used it up. So that's, you know, what I'm debating with myself. Like, do I have time to go in to the stores or get it somewhere? Because, you know, the situation with everything going on. Yeah, and then if I order it online, I am not sure, because to me, I don't know, to me, like, Christmas red is a one type of red color, and if I order it online, I'm not too sure if it's the right type, and I don't know. It will probably end up being, as I live in a tiny little village. The thing is, it's, you know, we don't have any like craft stores or anything like that here, and the nearest biggest town is where my husband works every day. So I will eventually like send him, because it's the most convenient for the family to just send him to buy me some from, you know, just whatever day of the week it is, really. So to me, acrylic paint like this is nature, makes it really white, bright white too, I would say. So as I told you before, Wednesdays will be kind of my day showing the journal. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a December daily this year. A whole bunch of things with grades and all kinds, so no time, unfortunately. I hope so, Heavenly. Like the journal will be nice in the end if it gets finished. You know, I know it will be eventually, but probably the last you know, couple of days in December won't be too much crafting going on, as I like to just craft along the month, which makes the last couple of days, you know, I will definitely say that I will totally forget about those, because there is so much celebrating going on in family. So a little bit more of the white, of course. And that's what I'm thinking, Selena, darkening those. And it's all about time. Of course I can darken them, but they have to like dry, and yeah. I will try that definitely. And if not, it will be my husband buying me some new threads. That might be the solution to all the fussiness of everything. So for now, I kind of feel I have Wednesdays and maybe one day of the weekend. And remember, I used to sit like every day, several times a day, like hours really. So I would definitely say that that is a time that I kind of miss in a way, even though I love going to work and do whatever I do each day. The best present of all, yes, it is. But we'll have to make do with what we have. Is that how we will see the results? And with darkening the thread. Haven't thought that through, but I will do it. Try that and actually do a little order of some threads too, and hope it will be arriving so that I can use it just in case, or I'll have it till next year. So like this, looking better already. Gold thread or gold marker pen like I'd made. So not so. That's the question. So for the texture, that's what I'm looking for, but we have to figure out a way to poke through this journal cover without making too big of holes. Just cover the white even more. So of course I can do it with my awl, but it will leave to me not too nice of holes. Or I don't know. I don't know. Yet again, one of those choices in life. Just save up on so many choices. Thinking sometimes, why are there so many choices? Going one more time over makes it much wider, of course, but we do like white. Just in this case, we do like the thing to be white. If you don't have an awl and want to poke holes, I was actually thinking about having like a nail, uh, hammer and nail type kind of, or even like a really really sharp needle, if that would be an option. because I don't want to have like really, really big. Yeah, the white is actually white now, or whiter, whiter. That's what it is. So some sort of something going on. We'll probably do something with the back, of course. Now my son came in here. Okay. Like I need to help him a little bit. He needs some papers. There you go. No worries at all. Rarely the times where I see him in here, so it was quite nice. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A thin nail. So, yeah, going through the, yeah, in the garage, I know that we have some nails, and then, you can maybe do some sort of small little nails and figure it out from there. And if the worst thing happens, like I don't like it or whatever, we can cover the whole thing in some sort of fabric in the end, and no one will ever know if they don't see it on online, which they will eventually do in a way or two. So I was thinking some sort of thing going here. Do the easy way on these, sewing like slow stitching on these. Looking again. Yes, I feel. Do I dare to just cut it off? I will just do that. Is it terrible? No, we can't tear that one off at all. Not that type of fabric. Wish me luck in terms of making it straight. Or else I will just cut off, and eventually we won't have this piece of thing anymore. So something like that. Did we say that? There. That one. There. Some sort of something. Or maybe there. In this case, I would actually go green on this yellow mustardy fabric. Because I want the red to show. The blue, I don't know. I like the color blue. It might be. I've just figured it out. Actually, it might be that I sew this all the way around like a blanket stitch to sew this. Let's Yet again, a tiny little amount. I know it's just this. It's not fabric glue or anything, so I can easily just pull it off. So if I do some blanket stitch of blue all the way around this with, what do we think? I would say that blue. I don't know. To me, it's that blue. And the white. Let's see. I do have this blue too. I need to look it up. Like, that is, I don't know if it's visible on camera. Oh, it is kind of. This is a little bit more dusted blue, a grayish, a little bit more grayish blue than this one. No, I would go with the original one, the one that I haven't used before. Probably add a little bit of this in the end somewhere. And this, I would say, maybe some small little snowflakes on this piece of fabric. And the red back there. Are we going white again? And hopefully, if I can find it, some red and gold back here. The gold, but the red I'm thinking now. Or else the gold will just be like thicker lines with a marker like I did before. And some sort of red situation going with some sort of thread. Let's see, is it horrible with this? It is definitely not. This is more purpley red than I would love. But it's not horrible. So just in case. So we all know going with that for the front cover. Now we will have to look into these pages. Let's see, these will be, actually debating with myself if I want to cut these out. I don't like them, that's why. This is, the front cover, and I know that it's one of those that you're meant to save and do all kinds of things, but I will eventually glue something in here and it's tearing, so this one will definitely go. It's all teared up. It's a pretty good red, but not the right one. That's the thing. I will just go. I don't know if I will like this in the end, but I will just go like this. Probably cover it up in a way, but this is way too thick for my liking. And I'm thinking I will kind of cover this anyway somehow. making this, yes, let's see, we will glue this one shut, which makes this one the first page. Just like that. Making it a little bit neater in the on the edges, and you know, I will cover this with something else in the end, so this will be probably covered with, you know, some sort of something like that, like piece of, not this particular one, but you know, covered like that in the end, so the end result won't show too much. We'll just have this one like that. And now debating heavenly, when you said glitter, I do have this. The lace trim will definitely be used in the journal. Now debating with myself, this together with some sort of something. And it's almost like you're screaming yes. This, and then of course I have, let's look into it. This one. Let's see, I have this one, I have this one. Oh, it's a whole, oh my god. Oh. Let's see, I have these. You can all see, you know, it's a whole. These will be used in the journal. We do have some white-ish or let's look into it. This one too, a more sparkly one, not as silvery as that one. It's more sparkly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with the glitter like that. But I'm debating because I want to have some sort of sewing there, so I would do that in the end somehow. So if I go with that one, see, I'm thinking if I can go with blanket stitch, because it's this being so thick, I want in one way to have as few of holes as possible, but then again you have to have holes to be able to sew. And if you go blanket stitch just on the edge, no, we will. I was actually thinking, but you know, running stitch all the way around these, which to this one is 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches in one little bow like this, and that is a lot of holes. So if I have the gold thread somewhere, I don't even know. I don't even know. So there will be, like, think about it, like 3 holes, 4 maybe, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if I could just go, oh, I can already feel it, friends. It's going through quite easy if I'll just poke with this. Yeah, it will go through. It will definitely take some poking. But if I'll go 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. There is a whole bunch of holes. But I will eventually be able to just go around with this. Maybe it will be, let's see. Yeah, it will definitely take me some time. Yeah, but I can see myself doing this on a Friday evening in front of the TV. That's kind of where I'm debating with myself how to do this. And how on earth am I? Yes. So that will be my next thing. These. We have it all figured out. With the help of you and me together. We kind of figured it out. See, did we place it like this? This. I have no clue. This. I think it was like this. So we do have the cover kind of thought through. This one though, do I want to have it in paper? Do I want to have it in, I'm thinking thicker. I was thinking wood. Actually, it popped up. It really did pop up. Or just eventually just take a piece of this. It's a manila folder type card. Darken it up and just put it there. I don't know if I will like that, but that is just how it will be. Or maybe like coffee dye that one or something. But now I definitely know what to do the rest of this evening and the rest of the evenings to come this week. I will poke 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 65. So, oh, there will be almost like 85 holes in terms of doing this cover. I will just have to remember that I will love the cover in the end. Because of all the effort I put into it. And then the fun part, doing the slow stitch on this thing. Or maybe I will have my daughter to help me do that. Get hot cocoa. Oh, I love hot cocoa. I haven't had that. That was actually, that was months ago now when thinking. Wow, I need to go get that one too. I'm almost out of coffee. Let's see. What did we say? This light blue on the edge. Let's think it through. We need to do that. Was that the one, the third? Or this one? This is a little bit bent already, so I might use that just to be on the safe side. Let's start with something just so that we have something fun to do. Let's see. Do I have to figure out this poking thing too? Or do you want to have it in the, like, the edge here? Going kind of like this. And I will go through all of, no, do I want to do that? No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I will just start. It, you know, it won't be the thing that show in the end, so it will probably just be glued in the end. Of course that happened. We will just try it again. We'll have to hold it a little bit. So we will have that one. And I don't know if this will be a thing to go, but I just felt it in the moment. That's how my brain works. So as you can see, it's, you know, that will eventually be like that because we will have the end stitch. We will go all the way around. Too much thread for my liking, but I will have to have that because, you know, I don't want to have another thread and yet another and all kinds of knots and things going on. So the end result will look something like that. There was some yellow thread poking through. We don't like that at all, yellow thread. It was from the back of this, of course. Extra knots and things. No, we don't want that at all. Eyeballing the thing here, going all the way around. I don't know. Do we like it? I kind of like it. And, you know, with everything else going on, there will be a whole bunch of things, but I kind of like the blue together with all of these colors. So the end result will be shown within I would say a month or so, because it will take some time. I will definitely work on this thing with joy. So we have finally started it, and that feels really, really nice to me. The flip through of the I would say September, October, November journal will be in a couple of days. Let's see, where do you have it? It's underneath. A little sneak peek. It's here. It's chunky, and it will be available with a flip through on Friday. But it became really, really chunky. So we have finally started the next journal. I'm going to work with this a little bit. Hopefully the next time you see this, the cover will be kind of finished, and we will get into the actual journal working, and I will probably have worked in it for a couple of days, hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for those of you who have been with me throughout this live, and for all of you watching as a replayer, thank you so much for watching. I will be back again here on my own channel Wednesday next week, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. And as far as I know, together with Create with Becca on Fridays. I would say this coming Friday and the next one, and then you'll never know because the holiday is coming up. So 2 more Fridays this year, and then we have kind of created a whole bunch of ladies in hats, because that is what we do on Fridays. On my own channel, this will be shown on Friday. So have a beautiful rest of your day, a good night and afternoon, or whenever you look at this. Thank you all so, so much. Bye, everyone.